Welcome to the top 9 psychic abilities for water signs that you either didn't know how to exist or how to practice these psychic abilities, which we're doing within our membership. We're going through all 12 zodiac signs. Today we're going to go 3 psychic abilities for Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And so hit the thumbs up and the likes button, subscribe if you're brand new. Consider joining our membership. We just had 2 brand new members come in and the community is growing. Remember, like I said, this is globally people in there speaking multiple language, even though we do all meet and convene in English, focusing on things like Tai Chi, healing of the lungs, the liver, and so much more through Ayurveda and energetic sounds that tie to the healing of the auras. Water signs and their psychic abilities are one of the best when it comes to healing and cleansing. So let's get into it. Starting off with Cancer, as you hit that thumbs up and that likes button, and consider joining me in real life for a one-on-one retreat in Mexico, where we do all the elements and so much more, activating your shamanic abilities here in the land of Mexico, in Guadalajara. I would love to see you here. Let's get into number 1, Cancer's psychic ability. Now, Cancer is the empath and the protector. Its ability is clairsentience. We know this, we've heard this, the ability to clearly feel and sense what people are going through, what they are experiencing. But it goes deeper into their intentions. We are, with Cancer, able to understand through an emotional radar system, kind of like bats and their sonar, but Cancer has an emotional radar system, sensing. And I think the most powerful thing is the intentions, which is how it works through squaring Libra, aka and being intentional. Libra is an intentional sign. So this is the first ability, clairsentience, being able to deeply sense what people are hiding, but clear as day, and often helping them work through what they're hiding to help them better become empathetic with themselves and other people across from them. Let's move into the second ability and talent for Cancer. Now, with Cancer, we're going to do an emotional mapping ritual. That's what we're going to practice within our membership. So come behind the scenes. It's $33 a month. We're going to meet on this coming Sunday. This emotional mapping ritual is going to be something that you've never done before. That's my promise. And it's going to be something where we get to practice the psychic abilities. Now we move into the second ability for Cancer. The second psychic ability for Cancer is psychic dream healing. Literally what it sounds like, okay? Being able to enter the dream space and learn how to receive, as a feminine energy of Cancers, your abundance, receive your gifts, receive your healing, whether emotionally, psychically, psionically, okay, telepathically. Through the dream healing network, you're able to access the river of sanación, or healing in English. This is something super duper powerful. Now, you can also visit other people in their dreams through psychic dream healing, whether this is a family member through the Cancer network or somebody you feel rooted and grounded to. Okay, from a karmic perspective, Cancer deals with the moon, and the moon deals with people, okay, as well as healing your primal instincts, your sexual urges that may have been conditioned from the family dynamic. Through psychic dream healing, this is something that will allow you to access your inner child's excitement and joy. So hit the thumbs up and the likes button. And in the membership, we're going to be practicing intentional dreaming within the healing space. So with your members, with your other group people, you'll be able to break up in little smaller sectors within the group during our Zoom call and our members meeting, and focus on how do you promote intentional dream healing, where you're no longer dreaming randoms or dreaming nightmares or dreaming things about, behaviors that are just plaguing you. You're now dreaming intentionally as for what would you like to receive? What would you like to heal? How are you able to work through the dream and the psychic abilities of dream healing to actually attract and receive? And this is Cancer's best ability as a feminine motherly energy. Receive that abundance or that gift. So hit the thumbs up and likes button and consider joining our membership at the Shaman's Roundtable. Moving to the third gift for Cancer. Cancer's third gift and psychic ability is ancestral channeling. Being able to tap into the roots, okay, of the earth, whether that's through using earth literally to help you access that psychic ability into the physical world. We're going to focus and learn about how to hear, see, feel, taste, smell. Lately, I even recently, I have Cancer energy, and this psychic ability was coming up where shaving cream from my grandpa and my dad, who used the same shaving cream, was in my atmosphere. I've been smelling gas recently, telling me about warnings and combustion getting ready to happen, whether that's about ascension or deterioration through combustion. So this, for me, sensing through ancestral gifts of smell is actually a very strong one, as well as touch. So this is one of Cancer's gifts. It's very magical. It's not always very clear, but we're going to be able to practice this through our class. As you hit the thumbs up and the likes button. So in our membership class, we're going to do an ancestral connection meditation. Okay, my partner's one of the first to bring this up to me, and you can do things like connecting 7 generations back, 7 generations forward into your future lineage. This is the quincunx relationship of Cancer to Aquarius. This is something we're going to be able to practice in our membership. So come join for the Shaman's Roundtable and learn how to work with your lineage, your roots, and your ancestry to access the gifts and receive tremendous messages. As we now move on to Scorpio, by you hitting the thumbs up, and if you're brand new, subscribe and turn on the bell notifications for future messages. Now, Scorpio is the occultist. It is the transformer. And its first psychic ability that we're going to be working with in our membership is going to be psychometry. Now, this is reading the energy of a literal object. So it's like, okay, this glass was made in Italy. Scorpio can read the energy of the Italians who put this glass from the sands of Naples connected to the Roman Empire and destruction of the Colosseum. And it can literally gain access to memories from the object itself. I have Scorpio rising, and in college, I was able to see a picture of a girl in an elevator, and I knew she was being abused through the picture. Now, she looked happy as day. You couldn't tell on the surface, but I was able to see very clearly that she was sexually molested. This is not a great narrative situation, but it is a gift of Scorpio as a psychic ability to be able to look through photos, touch objects. This is called psychometry. And this is something where it can reveal the hidden elements, the hidden emotions, the hidden passions, the hidden desires, the hidden fears that may be actually implemented into an object itself, but as well as the light and how to transform that through occult means. Hit the thumbs up and the likes button. Now, in our membership meet for the Shaman's Roundtable, we're going to be practicing psychometry and literally how to focus on object reading, okay? Learning how to psychically read the objects in exchange for the energy that they're here to give. There's a noise that is communicating right now, and it's literally Scorpionic related. It's a sewer drainage, and I'm like, what's going on with that? So if that's something calling to you, you want to learn how to read objects, this is training you're going to get in the membership. Check the link down below, and we'll be happy to have and invite you into our community. Love. Hit the thumbs up. Now, the second psychic ability that Scorpio has that you want to learn how to hone and focus is something called shadow reading. Literally reading what cannot be seen. The emotions within people that are repressed, focusing and learning how to help them transmute, transfigure, and shift the energy of the emotion itself into something that will bring them closer to a form of light. Scorpio is the brightest sign, being one connected to the deepest depths. That is the polarity of the two energies. And so shadow readings can help you understand subconscious patterns as well as secrets that are there to be revealed through psychic abilities that Scorpio possesses. Hit the thumbs up button and consider joining our Shaman's Roundtable to practice and understand. Through our membership, you'll understand something about this psycho shadow reading through mirror truth rituals. We will practice a literal ritual that helps you mirror the truth of the secrets that are literally hidden in plain sight that Scorpio will be able to witness. You can't hide from that lens of the occultist. Hit the thumbs up and likes button and join our Shaman's Roundtable down below, and you'll learn how to practice these psychic gifts as we move to Scorpio's third gift and ability, 3-3 on screen. It is time for the magic. Now, one of Scorpio's most classically known gift is mediumship, contacting spirits from the dead or from the other side of the veil, which is often thinner on holidays like Halloween, for example, and so many more holidays, believe it or not. So many days throughout the year, so many places and sites in the world. Your mediumship abilities will be heightened, potentially if you're on a Pluto line, a Mars line, a Moon line, for example. Mediumship in the veil there thins, allowing you to communicate with spirits from other realms, dimensions, reality through death and before they're born again. So we will be focusing on in the membership, you decide to join our Shaman's Roundtable, a spirit invocation to learn how to properly, safely commune with the dead as for messages that they may have with you. This happened for me when I was living in Colombia in a very big way, where I had a cousin who died who had trouble crossing over, so I thought. However, he didn't have trouble crossing over. He had things to help and support me with challenges that I was going through at the time. And through mediumship, him and I were able to actually vanquish a demon that was in my life in the physical form that was very powerful, and I was not going to be able to overcome and conquer by myself. But through mediumship, the spirit actually helped me, though I thought I was helping him. And this is one of the ironies. I also was able to inherit some of his gifts, talents, and abilities as a part of passing this test through mediumship. So Scorpio, you're magical with this occultist. I have Scorpio energy written all over me. And so that's one I'm going to really enjoy. Hit the thumbs up and the likes button, and we'll move on to Pisces, the magical being. Pisces, you are the mystic, you are the visionary, you are the journey woman or the journey man. And your first psychic ability that we're going to be practicing within our Shaman's Roundtable, check it out, is telepathy, okay? Passing thoughts from mind to mind. This works very well for you with people that you love. But Pisces, telepathy works for you in the more complex way through the collective unconscious. Things that people do not know they're all connected to across cultures. It's a part of Jupiter being your ruler. This is across language, across culture, across customs, Pisces. Telepathy expands learning how to not only send messages, but how to receive telepathic communications through means of the abilities that people had in Atlantis and more specifically Lemuria. You receive feelings as well through telepathy, and guess what? Abundance. Through Jupiter's rule, you can receive abundance through telepathic communication as we start learning how to train these gifts. Now, Pisces, in order to train this telepathy, we're going to focus on a partner exercise within our Shaman's Roundtable that you can learn and practice, and it's called mind melding. Now, mind melding is going to be able to be something where I can't even tell you all that, but put it like this. We're going to practice sending and receiving telepathic thoughts, images, smells, feelings to each other in a controlled environment where you can train and gain confidence in your ability to focus and hone your telepathic gifts and abilities. I've done this at our retreats. So shout out to those who've come to the retreats. We've been able to train that and guess literally exactly what people were sending as for thoughts. And I do this a lot with my partner to make sure I keep my own telepathic abilities honed. And this is something that I really am excited to teach as a shaman to other shamans deciding to come into the round table, who are also oracles, witches, mystics, and so much more. Throat chakra, what's that about? Time to speak your truth. Hit the thumbs up and the likes button, Pisces. We're moving on to your second psychic ability. Now, clairaudience. This is a gift of Pisces, being able to hear the sounds behind the voice of what someone is saying, being able to hear the sounds through angel rings where your ear tones out, potentially goes deaf sometimes. Sometimes that super loud one is a little nerve-wracking and alarming. Being able to tell between your left ear and your right ear, what is the difference between these clear, audient sounds, okay, as well as being able to hear feelings, right? So you can hear feelings, you can hear smells, you can hear what you taste. This is a gift that is very complex, it's very divine in sources. Often through music, you'll be able to channel while listening to music. You're listening to one thing and they're simultaneously linking and synchronizing with another. Pisces, this is a magical gift that actually goes overlooked a lot because it takes training to focus on clear audience abilities. Because life is a busy, busy place and it takes a certain amount of isolation, peace, and solitude to hear those sounds properly through clear audience. But we're going to do some training, which we're going to talk about. Now, what we're due through this in our membership for the Shaman's Roundtable, check the link down below and join us this Sunday coming, is sound spirit journeys. Okay. And so through instruments, we're going to actually train and practice through my instruments of my drums or my flute. I think you can see my flute. No, you can't. It's over there behind the plant. It's resting behind the plant. I'm going to send you sounds and help you learn how to interpret what is the rhythm, the sound, the message that I'm sending through an instrument itself. Just through sound, not even through voice. But we'll practice more through voice. So come join our membership for our Shaman's Roundtable. This is super duper exciting. I want to hear more from you as you hit the thumbs up and likes button. Move on to Pisces' third and final gift that I'm going to share, even though there's so many more psychic abilities. Subscribe if you're brand new. Okay, so your third gift, psychic ability that you have, Pisces, is transcendent channeling. Now, this is the combination of your abilities from Jupiter and Neptune. And transcendent channeling is literally being able to talk directly to God, okay? Talk directly to the unconscious on the collective ability and level. You act as a vessel for messages, for spirit, for the divine itself coming from source energy, okay? You can receive from the higher realms, from alternate consciousness, from life forms that are not physical in nature at all, rather than just an essence or an aura. You have transcendent channeling that we're going to actually focus, hone, and divine with in our Shaman's Roundtable. As you hit the thumbs up and likes button, I'll let you know a little more. Now, Pisces, your last and final psychic gift, we're going to do an exercise called divine access activations. Okay, and there are a lot of activations. There's a divine access activation that we could do in order to tap into not just one singular God, but gods as shards of higher consciousness through alternate realms. And so this happens to me a lot. I'm trying to think of the last one. Hades is one that I work with a lot through this transcendent channeling. Hercules, but not often. I'm trying to think who else. Baba Luae from the Yoruba, okay, and their forms of African spirituality and divinity. Um, I'm trying to think more who else. Angels is very constant for me. Dragons are very constant for me. So all of these are different forms of gods, if you will. Okay, this can literally be through Christ consciousness. I've had times where I don't work with Christ consciousness consistently, but there are times where Christ consciousness is one of these transcendent channels for me. So we're going to focus on a divine channeling activation for you, so you can also better understand what are the things divining for you, to you, for others. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up and the likes button. Consider joining our Shaman's Roundtable. We'll be meeting and practicing these psychic abilities and gifts consistently. This is your Ayurveda Shaman, Pernell Bobby, bringing you the divine wisdom and doing my best to focus on more magical things that all the zodiacs and astrologies are turning and turning within us through the channeling of my own shamanic mirrors to help you become the shaman that you know you are. Stop being afraid of the word shaman itself and accept and embrace this at a deeper level here one-on-one with me at our shamanic retreat, working with the 5 elements: ether, air, earth, air, fire, water, and more, in Mexico, Guadalajara, Mexico specifically. If and when you're ready, I'm excited to invite you, but you need to apply. That's how you let me know you're ready, and that's how we take each other very seriously, by filling out that application. I love you. It's free to fill the application out. I'll see you soon. Join our membership for the smaller scale of everything we do real life here in person. I'm excited to have you here. If you're brand new, subscribe. I will see you soon.